welcome to the start of my Normandy campaign. I'm flying the Mosquito for a night intruder mission. Before we start the mission, let's have a look at the backstory for this phase of the campaign.
Allied leaders have been gearing up for the invasion of German-occupied France for over 2 years. Allied operations to soften up the Axis southern flank in North Africa, Sicily, and Italy has slowed preparations in the build-up for the retaking of France. However, these operations, including the disastrous raid at Dieppe and the operations in the Pacific, allowed the Allies to gain valuable experience in amphibious landings and develop effective combat tactics. The time to take back France had finally come by June 1944. Command of the invasion was given to U.S. General Dwight D. Eisenhower. The Germans had built what they called the Atlantic Wall, which was a series of fortifications all along the French coastline facing England, and the Allies employed many deceptions to try and keep the actual landing beaches secret. The Allied deception was aimed at making the Germans think they would land in the Pas-de-Calais area, not Normandy. One example of this deception was that Allied aircraft flew many more missions over the Calais area than Normandy in the months prior to the invasion. Air support for the invasion was carried out by the British 2nd Tactical Air Force and the American 9th Air Force stationed in southern England. During the weeks leading up to the invasion, these units would attack targets including rail yards, vehicles, airfields, radar installations, and communications all throughout northwestern France. They would also strive to destroy any Luftwaffe aircraft that could pose a threat to the invasion force. Preparations for the invasion, codenamed Operation Overlord, were completed by the end of May 1944. Due to poor weather, the invasion was postponed from the 5th of June to the 6th. This became D-Day, the Allied invasion of Normandy.
So let's have a look at the brief for this mission. My Mosquito squadron is based at Holmesley South, not far from Bournemouth. We'll head southeast across the channel, making landfall over France just north of Le Havre. We will continue inland, passing by Yvreux, before reaching our target, which is the enemy airfield at Saint-André-de-l'Eure. I've just taken off from Holmesley South, turning left now to head towards the coast and out over the channel. There are 3 other Mosquitoes coming with me on this mission, and they are taking off now. But as with all of these night missions, we're not going to fly in formation. We're effectively flying on our own. I'm about to make landfall over France. Le Havre is at my 2 o'clock. Plenty of enemy defences there, but we're far enough away, so hopefully they won't notice us as we continue southeast towards target. Just passing Yvreux now, which means I'm about 15 kilometers out from target. There's a nice cathedral in the center of Yvreux, but there are also some enemy airfields on my port side, so I have to be a bit careful and just sneak through. Once we reach target, priority is to attack enemy aircraft, either on the ground or in the air. Approaching target now, I can see runway lights, so there must be some aircraft in the area. Red flare's gone up, they're aware of my presence. There's a flight of Ju-88s preparing to take off. I'm going to head straight in for a strafe attack. I got hits on his engine, he's not going to be able to take off. can see his plane spinning out off the runway and coming to a standstill. I'm going to try and keep a visual on the planes that have taken off. There's one at my low 10. And there's another straight ahead. Good hits, his starboard engine's on fire. I'm going to break off because I don't want to get shot down by his wingmen. Crew are bailing out, that's one plane down. A couple of the other Ju-88s took off but then panicked and crash landed, so they're no longer a threat. I'm going to knock out this searchlight so that the anti-air guns can't track us. Searchlights are now destroyed, that takes the pressure off. I've got 4 bombs to drop. I'm going to drop 2 of them on a few of them that I can see in front of me now. Looks like a good hit, 5-second delay on the bomb fuses, and there we go, boom. Here's how it looked from the ground. I've circled the airfield and I've spotted some transports parked at the side of the runway, which I'm going to attack with my second pair of bombs. Looks like I got hits. Let's have a look at the replay. That is 3 of the 4 transport planes destroyed. There are more aircraft parked around the airfield, so I'm going to make a few strafing runs. There's a line of 7 109s parked on the left side of this track. There's a right to left crosswind, which is making it difficult to line up my shot. I think I only hit 1 or 2 planes there, so I'm going to spin around and try again. I think I did a little bit better then. Let's have a look at the replay. The 4 20mm guns on this plane just ripped through enemy aircraft. That's 3 109s destroyed. I've circled back in for one more strafing run. There's a transport plane I've spotted here. That's me done, time to egress. Frustratingly, the rest of my squadron are not making attack runs. They have dropped their internal bombs, but not their external bombs, and they're not making any strafing runs either. It looks like a bug in the AI. I've reported it to the technical forums, and the devs have suggested it will be sorted out in the next patch. I've reached the French coast, staying south of Le Havre to avoid the enemy air defences. I've now gone feet wet. RTB from here is 323 degrees. I've made it over the channel without any drama. Passing over Lymington right now. Holmesley South is to my 11 o'clock and I have clearance to land. There we are, first mission of the campaign complete. Really enjoyed flying the Mosquito. 11 aircraft destroyed and 12 facilities buildings, which is the fuel dumps I attacked. The result for the squadron overall just highlights the problem with the AI here. Only one other plane attacked targets. Hopefully the devs can patch the AI here before I try this mission again. Thanks for watching, see you next time.